The best way I could describe Asura's Wrath is it's an interactive anime. That's pretty much exactly what it is. It's a strange game, but strange in a really good way, if that makes any sense. It's pretty much they basically took Hindu and Buddhist mythologies, put them in a blender, sprinkle a little bit of science fiction on top, and there you go. They made this concoction, and my God, it's fucking amazing. I know this is going to surprise you, but the main character of this game is Asura, and he's pretty angry. I know, right? Who would have saw that coming? Now, there's basically two different kinds of gameplay in this. There's the whole typical hack and slash, Devil May Cry sort of thing, and then it also has this bullet hell where you're shooting shit and getting shit shot at you. It's a little repetitive, sure, and it's not exactly what I'd call well polished, but in the boss fights, that's where this game truly shines. As if it couldn't feel like an anime enough, at the end of each episode, there's a preview that shows a little bit of what happens in the next episode. This game is literally an interactive anime. I won't really go over any of this game's story or the plot. I think this is something that definitely should be experienced for yourself. But the boss fights in this game, I feel like I need to highlight those because they're all pretty fucking spectacular. Now, there isn't really any boss's health bar in this game. Instead, you have your health bar, and then you have this burst bar, which whenever you fill that burst bar by hitting the enemy, then you can hit the button that it tells you to, and that pretty much ends the boss fight. Now I have the meters turned off because it makes it more cinematic, but they're there, trust me. Now the cinematic is what makes its boss fights so fucking memorable. There is so much crazy shit that happens in this game. It is just ridiculous. And god damn if it's not impressive looking. Now, this is the first boss fight in the game, and this just reaches peak levels of fucking batshit insanity. Look at this big motherfucker. He's almost as big as Earth. How the fuck are you supposed to fight something like that? Well, guess what? You fucking do. This dude's literally gonna poke you to death. Now you're probably wondering, now how the fuck can anything stop that? Well, I don't know. Somehow he does. Asura gets so fucking pissed that he stops a fucking meteor-sized hand from crushing him. And this is the first enemy that you have to fight in the game. Basically, this is the first major enemy that you fight in the game. Well, the reason for Asura's Wrath, aside from being betrayed by his allies, is they also kidnapped his daughter, and Asura is the greatest father in the fucking world because his energy and his rage comes from his daughter's suffering. I kind of remember something like that happening in Dragon Ball Super. I don't know if it can get any more anime than that. Oh wait, yeah, it actually does get more anime because you also have to fight your mentor on the fucking moon.
Then make me understand with your fist, Asura!
Fuck me sideways, this would have made an amazing anime. Also, you fight on the core of the earth. I'm not joking. This game is a cinematic, dare I say, masterpiece. Sure, the gameplay outside the cinematics are a little on the clunky side. Sure, it has QuickTime events. If you hate QuickTime events that much, then I guess this game isn't for you, but you're gonna miss out on a great fucking anime. Now, I've been praising this game a lot, and I have one tremendous complaint. This is something that I think is just asinine, and I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but the game ends on somewhat of a cliffhanger. If you get the true ending, then it ends on a major cliffhanger. So I mean, back in the day, you were expecting, oh, cool, there's gonna be a second game. No, there's DLC, and that ends the game. They made DLC that had a couple more chapters in it, and the real ending of the game. What the fuck were they thinking? So, DLC ends the game, which is pretty fucked up. But regardless of that, the DLC itself is fucking amazing. Hell, it might even be downright offensive. Of course, what isn't offensive nowadays? Okay, so where's the remake of this at? I want it right now. And don't stop there. I want an anime too. Somebody get on this, please. This game isn't intricate at all. Gameplay-wise, it's one of the more simple games I've played. There's not a whole lot to it. It's basically just mash buttons and you win, and then you get a cinematic. And if you're somebody who prefers gameplay over maybe story or just cinematic, then this is probably not for you. But if you're somebody who enjoys watching demigods beat the shit out of each other in ridiculous ways, I would say you're gonna love this, because my god, it's fucking insane. So the gameplay's a little clunky, but the cinematics are grade A. The story, I don't want to spoil. It's really good, really simple, but actually really good, despite it being about an angry guy running around beating the shit out of people. But Asura is the greatest father ever, and this game is one of the best cinematic games I've ever seen. So if you're an anime fan, I recommend getting it. If you enjoy it, get the DLC, because it's fucking quality.